Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited for this video. I've been waiting what seems like forever for this package, and it is an exciting collaboration video from a company that was not even on my radar, but they reached out and I quickly got super excited, and I'm just like ready to share my excitement with you. So this is from a company named MeePlus online. It is a slim rings. It's called a SlimPad ring binder. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit before we get in. I'm just like really excited. It just came in the mail and I just got out of class, came home, and I'm ready to set it up. So we're going to set it up together, unbox it, all the good stuff. I have not seen it yet, so it's a true unboxing. But I received an email from a woman named Laura, and come to find out, she's actually the co-owner. Her and her husband both own the shop. Laura is the planner behind it all. She has loved planners since high school for journaling. Like, she's a true planner girl. And her husband had experience working with leather, and they opened a leather planner shop in 2023. It is based out of Hong Kong, but the return address was in California, so I'm not sure if they have like a US base. Definitely check into all that. I will leave a link down below to the website. And yeah, so she reached out wanting to know if I would be interested. She seen my Filofax video and wanted to know if I'd be interested in receiving a planner. I said yes, very excitedly. And honestly, like I received it and immediately came up with this plan that's in my head right now. So let's kind of unbox it, and then when we're setting up, I will go over all that goodness. This is kind of new. I have a pebbled Moterm in olive that I purchased. It is being returned, and that we'll kind of talk about again when we're setting this up. And I'll talk about how I'm using those both. But that is, yeah, you're seeing it right. This is an olive pebbled Moterm. So I took the outer coating off. That's it. I have not opened. And ooh, I got some extra goodies here that I wasn't expecting. So these are some inserts. And then this I was expecting. So as you can see, this is olive. Really exciting. Alrighty. Ooh, I was really, okay, so I did not ask for one of these, but I was hoping to get some, so this is exciting. Those are just some accessories, and then here is the planner. This box was packaged so well. Their packaging is exceptional. They're definitely, like, take time ensuring that everything is protected. Okay, so I have some inserts here and just some extra goodies, but I'm really dying to get into this planner, so let's get in there. So these are for the planner. This is a plotter-esque design, and I kind of have my little spiel on this and everyone's gonna feel differently, so oh yeah, and it's cellophane wrapped. That's awesome. Everyone has their own opinions on this, but I personally feel, so don't attack me for this, but you're going to feel how you feel, but I personally feel like with a free market economy, the whole point of that is to have competition. And, you know, you can go tit for tat on who created the design first. And again, you're going to have personal beliefs on that. But I feel like there's enough differences here. There is things that, I mean, I've seen quite a few reviews myself. And I'll link the one below that I really love. I can't remember his name right now. But I watched his review and he goes way in depth. Like, more in depth than I'm going to go, because I just don't know enough about planners to that level and leather. But there's enough differences here that, like, I personally feel like it would sway my decision to go MeePlus, and I'll kind of explain that when we open this and I show you what I received. But yeah, so definitely be aware of that. It definitely looks like a plotter. I love this little bag because this reminds me of Moterms. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, it's definitely. So these are made from vegetable tanned leather. And I chose the olive, and it's such a gorgeous color. I really love this. This is the Pueblo leather. So I've heard some things that it is a more rougher leather that smooths out over time with use, which I'm super excited about. It's not too rough. Definitely a different texture than my Paper Republic, and I kind of want to compare these colors. I love the color of this, like, way more off the bat. Like, this was so dark that I wasn't expecting that. This is more of what I was expecting, and for it to darken to more maybe like this over time, which I feel like is what will happen with this. So I have the silver spine, and I've just kind of moved away from gold, and there was a brass option that I was contemplating because I love the way brass looks with this, but I wanted the silver rings because these are Krause rings. They use Krause, and I just have it in my mind. I've heard something before that silver Krause rings don't gap nearly as bad as gold. And whether that's true or not, that's just what I've heard and kind of where my mind is set at. So that is what I wanted, and I felt like the mixed metals would like drive me nuts, so I did get silver, and she looks gorgeous. I love this so much. One of the main things, so I got the 16mm rings, and that is a difference right off the bat from plotter. Plotter only comes in 11. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I don't know enough about plotter. MeePlus does offer 11mm rings. I chose 16. If you know me, you know that I tend to chunk my planners up. So 11 was just going to be way too small. I already could tell. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to share how I'm planning to use this. So this is going to be used in conjunction with my Moterm. And like I said, I have a different color coming. I actually have a khaki coming in the veg tan, which I'm really excited about. And I will do another video once that comes comparing the two. Like, we'll move over into the khaki once that comes in. It's right now showing as Tuesday, but we'll see. I'm hoping it comes this weekend. And yeah, like I said, we'll do a video moving this. So my plans are, this is going to be my reference binder, and I'm going to move all the inserts from in here that I need on a daily basis. So my monthly, my inbox, my monthly, my weekly, and my personal school inserts. That is what will be in here for day-to-day use. Easier on my backpack because this is like really I've been struggling to get this in and out of my backpack, and then everything else will stay in this binder, and this will be my reference binder, something I go into when I need the other sections, and something that I know I'll be in at least once a week. And that's like the duo is perfect. I'm really excited. I've been like laser focused on where this package is just for this reason, because I know how good it's gonna be. Like, when she emailed me asking if I was interested in testing it out, that literally popped into my mind, and I don't know where from, but it immediately popped into my mind, and I'm like, yes, this is going to be perfect. If you can see this is laying so flat. and that is so exciting to me. This like setup really reminds me of just a cross between a traveler's notebook and rings. And if you know me, I'm a rings and string gal. Obsessed, fully obsessed, really excited to add it to my collection, like I said. So let's kind of get into setting it up. I'm not a huge fan of Krause rings because of their inability to be easily changed and the gapping, like all of that stuff. But lots of people love Krause rings, top of the top in a lot of people's opinions, but not my cup of tea. But on this, I'm okay with it. There's something I personally feel like I've had personal sized Krause 30mm rings. I feel like I can fit more in my Moterm than I can on a 30mm rings. Since this is not 30mm Krause rings, I don't feel like, I mean, I'm just not going to have that issue. Stop it right now. Oh my gosh. So I asked her for the slim band, or the slim pen loop with the band, because I needed a place to hold my pen. I'm just going to put like my, I went with this, so there's a narrow, which is this, and then there's a wide. I started kind of regretting not getting the wide, and then I just realized I really only wanted to hook, let me see, like, I typically do this anyways. I just hook the clip into it, so I was fine with that. But this is such a freaking surprise. I already had plans to add, I bought these little Moleskine charms to add on. These aren't on their site yet, I don't think. I could be wrong, so definitely check. But she sent me, this is like a new thing that they're launching. It's the little D ring here, so you can attach charms. I was not expecting this. And she added a little M for me. This is so adorable and honestly so unexpected. I already got the M, so I can return this since I don't need it. And I'm going to just add this little heart right here. This is so sweet and so thoughtful, honestly. Like, oh, that is so cute. I'm dying. So yeah, so that is the little insert here. That is so cute and so thoughtful. I can't. Okay, let's start moving over. She did also send me this MeePlus. This is a ring protector. So you add it onto the rings here, and then it stops the rings from damaging the leather. But any picture that I've seen, I absolutely love when you can start seeing the little ring impressions on the cover. So I'm not going to use it, but it's in the green. It's a great addition if that is something that you would want to do. And also, I just feel like it kind of crowds the rings more, so it takes away from all that you can add to your planner, which, of course, like we've kind of gone over, I end up chunking my planners up like way too much. So let's start the move over process. I'm so excited. I definitely want my beginning pages in here, and then, like I said, my what is this? Inbox section. So we'll move those over. I don't know if I said it, but obviously I got this in a personal size. I'm not going to move these over. I'm going to wait. I might add some photos. If I can't fit any photos on the rings, I'm going to just probably like clip some photos in the front cover here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so this I'm calling my functional planner companion. Also, let me grab down here. I have some in my Filofax. I have a set of blank dividers. I only need 3. There's only going to be 3 sections that I'm using in here, so I have those all ready to go. And I'm going to keep these in my planner, or in the Mo term. So right off the bat, I'm kind of nervous because this is a lot of inserts. Oh, I didn't put my... Oh, let's retract here. So I need the first. I can take some stuff out if I need to. I have my previous month in here. I'm going to leave that in here. And honestly, that might be something that, well, okay, actually, no. I was going to say I might keep, like, the previous month's worth of inserts in my Mo term reference binder to kind of... Okay, I had my college name on there, so I had to kind of hide that, but, I already put this on here. So this is my school section. I'm not going to need to access the girls' school info like on the go every day. So, and I'm still going to, my plan is to still carry my, what is it? Reference binder in my purse with me. It just won't be in my backpack. I don't carry my purse into school with me. At school, I'm not going to need my reference binder. This is all I really need. Oh, that is literally a perfect fit. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna have to move this monthly tab over some so that I can fit the band on. And then I also need to move this, but I can do this over to the side. Oh, that is so perfect. Look at that, guys. I am in love. So this is so slim, so streamlined. I have a loop here to attach my pen. Just like that. Oh, I am dying. Okay, so this is my functional companion. This freed up so much space in here. So my idea, I'm in love with this. I'm going to add this little heart on here too, like right above the M. I can add more charms. Okay, let's see. My idea is to add, I could potentially, I was playing around in my mind with adding my next year's monthly inserts in here, and then I can keep the rest of the year's weeklies. Let's see how that fits. We're gonna move her to the side. I cannot describe how in love with this I am. Slim rings has never been on my radar because I just use too much stuff. But having 2 separate ring binders may seem like overkill to some, but one that I'm not using all the time, and then one that has literally everything else, like a reference binder. Perfect example. So this, I need to access some info in, this is August's. I need to update my spending trackers. I'm really behind, so that's going to be in there for now until I update that. And then, so I've been like keeping my extra inserts just in a binder that I'm not using, and it's just like a basic Filofax, one of the cheap ones. But if I don't need that anymore, this is going to be such a huge help. So, yeah, I literally can do that. I'm going to need like something to keep this down. But now I have 2026 monthlies, and I have the rest of my 2025 weeklies. I don't know, maybe I can, I'm gonna grab this. It's definitely going to be a tight squeeze. I don't have to have those monthlies in here, but it would just be nice. It fits. It's just this that keeps getting caught. That fits. Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. So there's my reference binder. Nothing like right now planning is in there. Just like a lot of my lists and sections. And then in here is everything that I need right now. Like everything planner. I have my school stuff, my monthly, which is my entire year, all the forward planning, and then my weekly, which is literally everything. That is my lifeline. That is my duo, my little functional companion to my planner. And they're so cute. Honestly, I would not be mad. I needed to find the khaki. I just feel like the khaki will look so good with this because they're both that vegetable tan leather, but these look so good together. Like, look at that. Those are, I don't know if it's like picking up on camera, but yeah, definitely look great together. So I wouldn't even be mad if I had this, but I do have that khaki coming, like I said. And again, I'll film another video kind of doing like maybe like a weekly update how this is going. I do plan to do a month update after I've been in it a month, how I'm feeling, but I'll do like a little week how it's going, and we'll switch this over into that khaki and kind of compare those colors. This is what I was talking about when I said something was coming that could allow me to get back in here, but I'm sticking with my Moterm. I'm able to carry so many more inserts. The Filofax will be shelved. So let's do a little, well, actually, no, we're not going to do a flip through yet. Let's try and get this on here. So this is meant for Moleskines. And honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I want, because this is more matte and that kind of like turned me off when I seen it. This is more of like that shiny silver. So what I could do if I don't like this, I could return both and then get a little silver heart charm on here. Which I think that's what I'm going to do. Everything's so shiny. So I want something else to be. Oh, and this is sterling silver. I just seen the little S925 on there. That is so sweet. Like, literally the sweetest thing. So yeah, I'm not going to use these actually. If she would have sent me the one without this little thing, I was going to put these on here. But these are going to go back to Target. I'm not going to have a use for them. And I will stop at, what is that? I'm going to stop at Michael's later and get some more charms for on here. So that's exciting. So let's do a little flip through. I honestly probably could add pictures. That little insert I have in here. We'll see. I don't want to crowd up the rings too much. And I'm going to probably just like print some pictures. I have an Instax mini, and I'm going to just print like a Polaroid and clip it there with a paper clip of some sorts. So let's do a little flip through. I love this too. This looks so good. So I have my inbox section. My first section is my yearly and monthlies. This is the current month. I literally updated everything, and there's just, I have a quiz or test or lab practical every week this semester, so that's gonna be a lot. And then I have my looking forward for the next 4 years. My next section is my weeklies, as per usual. Okay, I need to not. And then my school section, which my main section is this for tracking my assignments, what's due, what's coming up. So yeah, that's everything. I love this so much, and I don't know what else to say. So thankful to Laura for sending this my way. It feels so weird to say Laura because that's been my best friend since like 6th grade. That's her name, spelled the same exact way. But huge thank you to Laura and the team over at MeePlus for sending this my way. I could not be more excited. This feels so good in the hands, and I've never seen this coming. I've never seen me in a slim rings like this, but it just, where I'm at right now with how portable I need things, it's gonna be so good. And of course, I made it my way with having a reference binder, but could you expect anything else from me? This, I have both of my favorites, like both ends of the spectrum, and it just works for me. I know that this is going to work for me. I can't say it works for me because clearly I'm starting, but I can't see I can't foreshadow any problems. One thing I might do with you guys while I have you here, I am going to try out this ring protector because I do want this to have longevity, and I don't know, I am so much of like that worn in type of person that I can't see myself wanting to use this, but just for giggles and for experimentation, we're going to put this on. So it lines up with the rings like so. This might be, ooh, that's tight. This might be meant for their 11mm but like I said, I got their 16. And it might just be that this is meant to be this tight, so I could be completely wrong. Yeah, I don't know how I like that. It just makes it a lot, look at that. It even makes it more like square up here, but I feel like that's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, okay, let me trust the process. Oh, that seems like super tension, like a lot of tension on the mechanism there. But for science purposes, we're going to stick it through. We're gonna see how this feels. I don't think I want that there. It's just gonna drive me a little nuts. So, yeah, we tried it, but oh, goodness. Okay, let's see here. All right. This is definitely not my cup of tea. I kind of figured, but can't say I didn't try. All right, there we go. The more worn in it gets, the more I love it anyways. I'm definitely a person who loves my leather to be worn in. And this way it, like, I don't know, it just falls onto itself a lot easier. It closes easier. So yeah, that is that. I guess we can go through some of these extras they sent me, which I was not expecting. I just told, when she asked me what I would like, I told her the configuration for my binder that I wanted, because these are, that's like what I'm talking about, the differences between Platter. These are so customizable. You can pick the different color spine to different color rings, the size of rings. This is combined, whereas in Platter, you have to have a lifter with the band and then a lifter with the pen loop. There's different sized pen loops. Like, there's so much. I chose the lifter I wanted and the binder configuration, and then I told her that was really my only preferences, so anything else she wanted to send my way, I'd be more than happy to accept and review. And these are so adorable. I seen these first through, who is it? Hobonichi. There you go. My mind needs to work. I've been in class all day, all morning. But, and I seen that they had a whole bunch of, they have a whole bunch of these on their site, and I definitely feel like I want to grab more. They're just the cutest little stamps, and this one is so adorable. So really happy to have that. We'll add it to my pencil pouch. And then she sent me quite a few different inserts, which is exciting. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I would have chosen for me. So this is some graph paper, which is really exciting. And it's on very thin paper. I've seen a couple of people review these, and I'm excited to try it out. We can probably do, I don't have too many of my pens, but I have a fountain pen next to me, and I have a marker. So we'll do some testing on that paper. These are their monthly, I think they're fold out. Yep. Which is really cool and interesting. It would allow me to have more space on my monthly calendar. So I have my next year's inserts, but definitely will keep these in my stash and probably use these maybe for 2027. So those are cool. And then some nice weekly inserts. Let's see. Yeah, kind of like a Hobonichi weeks. So again, I make my inserts, my weeklies, but these are something that I will definitely keep in the stash. And we can test out this paper. This paper is a little thicker. It feels more like, what is that? The MD paper. I really love MD paper. This feels more like Tomo River paper. So let's grab one of these stamps, and that'll be our first little tester. Okay, I have a Tombow right here. And you're getting my chicken scratch today. I have a Ben New inked up. That was with my journal. So we'll do. They both are pleasant to write on. There's no, I don't see any obvious signs of like feathering, which is good. And then we'll do, this is just like a Pilot G2 refill. And this is my everyday pen. And that's all I have in my like vicinity right now. So you can see minimal ghosting. I do tend to have like a pretty heavy hand. There's nothing that's like obvious on the other side. Like it might look and come across as potential bleed through, but it's not like through the paper. And then with this one, oh, this one handled it a lot better though. Yeah, so I really like this paper. This will be very good for note pages in my planner. So I don't know what type of paper this is, but that is on the spine if you can read it. Spark paper. Yeah, I really like this, and that was very kind of her to send all this my way. I was not expecting all of that, but that is all I have for you guys today, setting up this. I'm really excited, very thankful. Again, I will have a link to MeePlus down below. Definitely check them out. I'm in love. Again, a very nice surprise, and this is now my planner. As far as my planner goes, my planner setup. I am going to be doing an updated planner lineup in October for Q4. I've tried to do one every quarter, and I think I've been consistent. So I'll do a Q4 update in October. Nothing is changing from my lineup for next year, so that's not, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm very happy with my lineup. I haven't purchased any planners for 2026 minus these inserts off of Amazon just because I like the tabs. Yeah, I'm very happy with where my lineup is right now. I won't lie and say that seeing all the everyone getting Hobonichis hasn't like not tempted me, but kind of like I feel a little bit of FOMO. There's gorgeous things that they released this year, but I just, Hobonichis don't work for me. So yeah, I don't know. This is all I wanted to share. Again, huge thank you to MeePlus. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any questions you have down below. I'll be more than happy to answer. I will have the guy's video that I watched. He also did an unboxing, a review. Love his channel, subscribed, and I love his reviews, so that will be down below if you want to check his out. He talks more about the properties, and like this, I learned is called scathing from him, and Plotter has like a deeper one. This one's more thinner, which he said will hold up longer due to that. And yeah, definitely check his planner or his video out. I really learned a ton, and yeah, let me stop jabbering so I can get off of here and enjoy my planner. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Until then, bye for now.